Hey guys, so in today's video we are going to have a little chit chat about having grown up with eczema. We're going to have a little chat about the new Harry Potter series that's coming out and the casting, and then we're just going to kind of go through how I achieve this kind of everyday brown girl makeup. So yeah, stay tuned and let's have a little chat. Today I wanted to obviously do a little get ready with me because I'm getting ready for the day, and yeah, I thought I'd talk about eczema, autoimmune, just yeah, let's get ready and talk about it. So I'm just gonna do my eyebrows first, which I don't know how people do on camera because it's so hard. But literally I just use a brow gel and then just brush my brows out because as you can see I have very thick brows. Well, this one's quite thick, this one she's not that great, but hey, I guess brows are meant to be sisters, not twins. So just okay, cool. It doesn't take me long to do my brows because when you have a thick brows, you don't really need to do much to them. And then I'm just wiping off the excess. Okay guys, if you see me looking around, it's literally because I'm just trying to see what I'm doing while I'm getting ready and recording this video. By the way, recording get ready with me's are really difficult. Like, I don't know how people do them, but hey, we're here and we're doing them. So base, I literally just use color corrector, foundation, concealer, I set it, and then that's it really. But yeah, let's talk about eczema and my eczema journey. So for those who are already subscribed, I feel like you guys kind of have a fair idea of like my eczema story. Obviously I've had eczema since I was like 5 or 8 years old, one of the two, I can never remember the actual age. And obviously this kind of meant having like a lot of pigmentation, a lot of redness, and just a lot of dry skin in general. And obviously, as you can see from my skin now, we are fully healed. And obviously I have had really good skin for the past 9 to 10 years, thank God, because you know, it's not easy having eczema or any kind of autoimmune disease. Doesn't matter, it's hard for everyone. And obviously when I was a kid, not many people had eczema, I'm going to be honest with you. I never really grew up with anyone that had it. I just didn't. No one in my school had it, literally no one had it. But I feel like nowadays, the more I go out, the more I'm like seeing people, like even at work and things like that, bless, like everybody kind of has some form of dermatitis, eczema. And obviously depending on the type of eczema that you have to use a different technique to kind of tackle it. For some people it can be allergies, for some people it can literally just be like gut issues. For me it was gut issues, but my gut issues also affected having allergies and things like that. So when a lot of people say like, oh, how does diet work, I have allergies, even if you have allergies, like having a good diet, it will help you. So for me growing up, obviously I was just kind of put on steroid creams and things like that, which weren't really helpful. It wasn't helpful at all, to be honest. And yeah, it was just back and forth like that for the next god knows how many years, probably like up until the age of like 16, 17. And that's when I was kind of like, no, you know what, I don't really want to like use this. And obviously when I was in secondary school, so just before I turned 16, 17, it was a case of just finding natural remedies and natural things that were going to kind of help me thrive whilst having eczema. So obviously I was going through the internet and I was trying to find different ways to kind of conquer my eczema, and honestly it was really difficult trying to conquer my eczema because everybody was saying different things. Some people were like, oh, you have to be vegan, and some people were like, oh no, you have to like animal based and like, oh, carnivore and things like that. And I was more concerned with what is triggering my eczema and how do I remove that from my diet. Now obviously being South Asian, a lot of the foods that we eat aren't actually good for us. Unpopular opinion, but it is the truth, it's not good for us. It never really has been, and it's honestly kind of been given to us as like tools of, you know, post-colonization and things like that. Like, oh yeah, these are the things you should be eating. Meanwhile, nobody else was eating those things. It's why we kind of have the highest rate of like diabetes and just like a ton of illnesses, but no one really talks about that. So I'm probably not going to either. But let's go back to the eczema. So years of steroids, in and out of hospital, dermatologists, GPs, the whole shebang, right? And what I did was I essentially just cut out sugar and yeah, sugar, wheat, anything that was processed, anything that was very unnatural. I was like, okay, cool, that has to go. So say goodbye to like Greg's, any processed foods, like obviously we shouldn't be having McDonald's and stuff anyway, so that was kind of out of the picture. So I literally I eat whole food diet, and I'm gonna be honest with you, in terms of like skincare, I use my own homemade skincare. Like nobody, like I never actually went out and bought any of these kind of like products. Like don't get me wrong, like now I don't have eczema, I can happily use CeraVe and all these other brands and stuff because I don't actually have eczema anymore. That is largely due to my diet. However, for the dryness and things like that, you obviously still have to combat it. You still have to keep your skin protected. You know, you can't just act like, oh yeah, like the diet will fix everything. Yeah, it will, but you need to kind of obviously help it. So I kind of made my own kind of skincare and things like that. So let's delve into the types of food that I eat. So when I say whole foods, I mean foods that have not been processed, that have no like added sugar or anything like that in them. So obviously fruit, vegetables. My husband's on an animal-based diet, so sometimes I will just follow that, but for the main part I have whole foods. So say for example for breakfast I'll have like eggs for breakfast, but with no toast and things like that. So just I take out the wheat element of it and like the gluten and things like that, right? So guys, I haven't gotten ready in ages and it is date night tonight, so I want to look good. And then when I'm at work, because obviously like at work I can't, sometimes like I don't want to have like a cooked breakfast. I know I wake up quite early in the morning, so for me I kind of can, but I know for most people who don't wake up as early, obviously it might be like a bit of a struggle to figure out what to eat. So I kind of have oats, yogurt. I have kind of full fat Greek yogurt because some of the other yogurts have like added sugar and things like that. So I tried to have like Greek yogurt with some oats. Oats are not bad, not too bad for me because it's not like granola. In granola they add like a lot of sugar, so I would kind of miss anything like that. And then obviously you can pop some fruit in there, like some blueberries, some raspberries and things like that, okay? So that's breakfast. For some people who obviously find it very difficult to like cut things out of their diet, or if you've never done this before, you can try sourdough bread if you want to, as an alternative, whilst you kind of wean yourself off, because I know for some people it's not as easy to just go, yeah, boom, I want to take it out, as it was for me. So if you are kind of struggling with that, maybe try some sourdough bread with your eggs and breakfast and things like that to just kind of ease the process a little bit. Obviously for me guys, I have other autoimmune diseases as well, so when you hear me saying like, oh yeah, I just cut these things out, it's very easy for me to do because obviously a lot of people don't know, but you can like obviously get very, very sick from a lot of autoimmune diseases. So that is why I just went happily and cut everything out. But if your problem is just eczema, then maybe try some sourdough bread. Obviously I know I said Greek yogurt, but some people can have like a dairy intolerance and things like that. So if you don't want to try like full fat cow's milk and yogurt and things like that, try goat's milk. That can be a really good alternative. That's what my mum gave me when I was growing up, so yeah, I would say definitely try that. Guys, bear with me, I'm trying to find my concealer but I can't find the right one. Okay, I can't find my trusty concealer. I use the H&B Cosmetics concealer and it's so good. Can't find it, so I'm gonna just have to use my MUA one that I use and just do some light makeup today because I don't want to use my Fenty or anything like that. Right, so we've spoken about breakfast. Let's talk about lunch and dinner. I love, guys, I'm British, so you're gonna have to like allow me when I say this, but I absolutely love a jacket potato in the afternoon, because obviously I've cut out wheat, right? And for a lot of people, like sandwiches, pastas and things like that, that's what they'll have for their lunch, right? And it's kind of like, no, we obviously can't do that because wheat really does trigger eczema and it really increases the amount of inflammation in your body. So what I do instead is I have like a jacket potato, and then I kind of just have like small fillings. So like I'll have a tuna filling, or I'll have like a chicken filling or something like that if I want. Sometimes I'll just have a plain jacket potato with a bit of butter because I can't, like, nothing really beats that. Or with a bit of salad. Like, I don't know what this is, I don't know if it's like a thing, but like I love having salads with jacket potato and cheese and stuff. But obviously, again, if you do have like an intolerance to dairy and things like that, obviously don't have that. But definitely try alternatives like goat's milk, goat's cheese, goat's yogurt. Guys, I really can't speak today. But yeah, have like goat's cheese and goat's milk, and try the yogurt as well. They're really, really good. I personally don't like the taste of it, and I'm very lucky, like dairy doesn't affect me that much. In terms of eczema and stuff, like it doesn't really affect me in that department anymore, because I've totally cut out wheat and sugar, so I'm good to go. Like, I'll be honest with you, I don't get dust allergies anymore. I don't get any type of kind of allergies either, like environmental allergies or people. I remember I had an allergy test once, and the doctor was like, you're allergic to animals and like dust mites and like mold and pollen. I think there's a lot of mold that grows in the UK, so obviously they said I was allergic to that. But for some reason, now that I've kind of like cut out a lot of wheat and sugar, I don't get those allergies much anymore, like not really at all. So conspiracy theory, I don't know what that's all about. Okay, anyway, let's blend out this concealer. Oh my god, guys, I'm not gonna lie, my dark circles have been so bad. For all the girlies, for the few girlies that follow me, please let me know what you do for your dark circles, because as a brown girl I am struggling. Hold on. But yeah, so we've done. And guys, I'll be honest with you, I am a brown girl, but I have a lot of Caribbean influence around me. My husband, he's Caribbean, and his side of the family are Caribbean as well, so I have like a mixture of food. So like when I say I have jacket potatoes for lunch, I might like have some plantain as well, like if I get bored of it. But there's so many things that you can do, like sweet potato, parsnips. There's so many other types of food that you can have with a little bit of meat on the side, and just make that into like a little lunch. A lot of people that actually have eczema and autoimmune diseases fast, so for some people they don't even have lunch. Like I didn't realize how many people kind of skip out on lunch these days. But obviously I'm a petite girl, so I basically need all the nutrients I can get, if I'm honest, because I'm bulking as well, so I need to have all my nutrients, which is why I'm going through everything. And then for dinner, what do I have for dinner? So for dinner, what do I have for dinner? I gotta know what I have for dinner. I try to have a lot of red meat, because there's a lot of iron in red meat, and again, as a girly, girls tend to have low iron. It actually is not really like an ethnicity, it is an ethnicity thing, but loads of girls just have like low iron, and so annoying. Like, why do we have all these things? Damn, like a girl can't live. Can you let me live? Sorry guys, I'm literally like a meme machine. I just have memes in my head all day. I'm trying to use my my Laura Mercier powder, but I'm basically running out, and I only have like the Morphe powder, which I don't really like, to be honest, so I'm trying not to use that. Oh my god, and I've now lost my puff, like my eye thingy puff, so it's just gonna have to be a brush for today. Where is all my stuff? I should be more prepared than this. But yeah, so that's what I have for lunch. What I have for dinner? So for dinner, yeah, like I said, a lot of red meat, like sheep, lamb, chicken. Chicken is, I know chicken is not red meat, but I just have all types of meat. And then like I said, I will have like my sides, and the carbs that I do consume, especially like if you eat whole foods and stuff, you can still have rice. I would definitely try to have like a good type of rice. You can get like, is it wild rice? I've had that wild rice, it's really good. Sorry guys, okay, you know what, let me just set my bags, and then it's just so hard to get ready with me and all these things, but I do have a lot to say. Oh my god guys, side note, I am a huge Harry Potter fan, and they've just come out with the casting for the professors. I don't know, if you guys are Harry Potter fans, give me the tea. Like, what do you guys think of it? Obviously that is like my childhood, and honestly, you know what, I'm kind of just going with it. Like, I'm not judging like who they're casting for this. Like, me personally, I just want to enjoy it. Like, I just want to relive out my childhood, and I just want to enjoy it. That's all I want to do. Right, so let's get back to it. Dinner, you can have a range of meat. I use minimal seasoning now, so like I would just use like actual hot chili peppers, like actual fresh tomatoes and things like that, and keep like the powdered seasoning to a minimum, because again, that can cause like a lot of inflammation in your body. Again, like, look, if you're not there yet, that's absolutely fine, you don't have to do that yet, but if you feel like you want to, why not, you know? just see how it feels, see how it goes for you. Remember, all of this is like trial and error. Like what's going to work for me may not work for you, and that's absolutely fine. It's all about kind of spreading information. So guys, for my nose contour, I used the Anastasia Beverly Hills. This is like a really old palette, which is kind of bad, but I don't know if you can even get this anymore. I don't know what it's called. The Prism palette. It's like a really old palette, but it's so good. And there's a brown shade in here that's like the perfect nose contour shade. So I'm just going to contour my nose. Yeah, so guys, any type of meat and then rice or any kind of side with some like fruit salad. And when I mean fruit salad, like I mean I don't actually mean like fruit salad. I mean like tomatoes and cucumbers, because they're actually fruits, but people think they're vegetables, but they're not, they're fruits. So yeah, you can have that, like just have some rice, have some potatoes with it, just like keep everything like very much whole food, nice and clean, no processed foods, none of this like garbage. Because guys, the thing is, unfortunately, well actually I look at it as a blessing. I look at it as a blessing that God has given me these illnesses, because it means that I can just be thriving and be myself as this thing, like, oh yeah, like this is another way that I can just improve my whole life, right? Like rather than actually having to like, because I know I have to do this, otherwise like, well, it's basically like very harmful for my body if I don't, then it's amazing. Like I said, I see it as a blessing. I don't see it as like, oh I have to do this. Like I try to see everything in a positive light rather than a negative light, because I feel like when I used to think of things in a negative light when I was younger, it would just be so depressing and it'd be so sad. And it's like, no, this is meant to be a good thing for me. Like I'm healing myself and I'm getting to the part where I can actually just live. I can live my life. You don't know, when you have eczema or autoimmune diseases and stuff, you don't want to go outside. You don't want to be living. Like when you have eczema all over your face and your hands and your arms and your neck, like you don't want to be living, like you don't want to be outside living your best life or anything like that. Alright guys, so contour, we're using the Morphe face palette. This is nice and easy. Obviously I try, because I'm doing like a light base, I'm not going in with any cream products. I don't want too many layers, I just want like a light base today, because yeah, just feeling a light base. But if you want some good cream products, I would highly recommend e.l.f. Like my younger sister's a makeup artist, so she kind of knows all the good drugstore and all the good like high-end products. Like she's like a pro, so whatever she says, now I kind of go with that. But shout out to her, man, she's good makeup artist. So for snacks and stuff, I eat nuts and just like little carrot stick snacks and things like that, or apples and just fruits in general for my snacks. But because I'm bulking, I will have like nuts and cheese and things like that, like high calorie, high fats, like good fats. And for my previous videos, but I don't have them up anymore, I did talk about like how I don't use seed oils. I only use butter, avocado oil or olive oil. Like they're the only things that I use. And if you're South Asian, you should be using ghee, guys. None of this vegetable oil. Obviously do your own research. You can research why it's bad for you. I don't have to sit here and tell you. Y'all grown, you can search these things. For blush, I like to use the Morphe blush. No, what am I doing? I can't speak today. Okay, so I use the Milani blush. These are like OG blushes. We love some Milani blushes, just because they can kind of give you that like nice sheen, that highlighter, without putting on like a ton of highlighter. I don't know if the camera is picking it up, because the lighting here, it's okay, but it's not the best. I don't have my lighting on right now, so this is as good as it's gonna get right now. So yeah guys, that is a quick little base. But obviously I'm a brown girl, and to kind of make this whole look pop, I need something in my eyes and I need a bold lip. So let's do that. So I am an eyeliner girl. I stopped wearing eyeliner for a little while, and I thought to myself, I just look dead. Like the clean girl makeup isn't giving clean girl makeup. So I am going to do some winged eyeliner today. But yeah guys, in terms of like your eczema, I would literally just do like an elimination process. Obviously you should be eating whole foods anyway. I feel like collectively in the world we should be eating whole foods only. Do an elimination diet, just cut out sugar and wheat, just see how it goes. Obviously do definitely go to like your GP, try get an allergy test if you can, because if you're just allergic to one thing, like tomatoes for example, tomatoes are a huge trigger. I know I can eat it, but some people can't, and that's their only trigger. Then like yeah, 100% like go get that tested, do what you need to do. But for the whole thing, honestly, just whole foods, do an elimination process day by day. Like get a journal, get a diary, write down obviously what is maybe causing your flare up. What did you have today that you didn't have yesterday, and today you got like a flare up symptom? Do things like that. That's what I did. Okay guys, so I'm gonna do my eyeliner. I'm not gonna talk while I do this, so just bear with me. They're not totally even, but they're okay. I don't want to overdo it, because you know what happens when you overdo an eyeliner. It'll just come out big. It'll just come out big and bulky, and I don't want that. So let's just continue. Let's continue and see how it goes. Okay guys, so we are back. Done the top liner. Probably just gonna do mascara, and I'm gonna do like some liner in my waterline, just on the edges though, because my eyes water a lot and it leaks, and then I get like smear marks everywhere, so I don't want that today. Do a bit of mascara. So yeah guys, if you are struggling with eczema, like I do post tips and tricks on my TikTok, so definitely go check out I am Sana on TikTok. I will be posting like shorter snippets on there if you want it, but obviously if there is anything that you want to know about anything, then comment down below and I will make a video on it. So guys, I know I said like I only use natural skin products, but because I make my own skin product, like I can't exactly like tell you everything that I do, but anything kind of like natural butters, natural oils and stuff, just use that. Like kind of limit the amount of like harsh soaps and stuff you're using, like really kind of make that lifestyle change. You see, this is what happened. I do my makeup all the time, nothing goes wrong. The minute I want to film or do something proper or go out, it just doesn't want to cooperate. But yeah, I'm not wearing lashes today. Like I said, this is just a little light makeup. So L'Oreal and Maybelline for mascaras. I don't use anything else. Never ever used a high-end product for a mascara. Like my foundation and my base and stuff, yeah, but mascaras, like, no offense, these work so good. And this is what the lashes look like with just this mascara. This is like an OG. For people that know, this is like an OG mascara. So yeah. So let's do some waterline. I don't use the kohl pencils, and I don't have any like traditional kohl, so I'm just gonna use some powder, because it just, anything else just, it runs and it goes wild on me, which is so annoying. So literally I just put it on the edge. I have really big eyes, so you can see that has made such a huge difference. But guys, is it just me, or are we getting like tired of like TikTok videos and stuff? Because look, I like TikTok, I get a lot of information on there, but for me personally, I just feel like I'm so over it. I'm so over the whole mindlessly scrolling. Like I'd rather watch like a 30-minute video on YouTube about something that's actually gonna like help me. But I don't know, maybe I'm crazy, maybe I'm old, I don't know, maybe I'm getting old. Don't get me wrong, I like TikTok, like, but yeah, just need some more blush, guys. This is just not doing it. And coming from a girl that in 2016 used to wear no blush, and now I feel like I'm not wearing enough. Just crazy little girl. White lips. Now guys, this is such a good combo, and it is a cheap and cheerful combo as well. This lip liner is like the MAC, is it Teddy Bear or Cork? It's one of those, and it's a really good dupe, and it's actually an eyeliner. It's an eyeliner from Primark, and I use it to line my lips, so yeah. Go ahead and line these babies. Look, that is such a stunning colour. By the way, I hope the audio of this video is actually okay because I have my distiller going on in the background. But guys, just use it as like white noise or something. If you're trying to go sleep after watching this, just use it as white noise. Okay, so rude. My camera literally just turned off. But as I was saying, this is the final makeup look. I'm just gonna keep my hair straight, simple, take out my clips. Even though low-key I like the clips in and I like having like the fringe part back, but yeah, I'm definitely a straight hair girly. I feel like curly hair for some reason just doesn't suit me, but I am gonna do a blowout or something at some point, but I just like to keep my hair thick, long and straight. So yeah guys, if you want any more tips and tricks, or if you want any specific type of videos about eczema, then definitely let me know, because this was quite a quick introduction and just a little chit chat about makeup and a bit of Harry Potter. So yeah, just let me know if you want to see any other types of videos, and yeah, I can do that for you. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe, like, share. So yeah.